सद्गुरुनाथ महाराज की जय. महायोगी स्वामी उमानंद सरस्वती की जय. Friends, I have received very kind words for my earlier video on prayer. I'm glad somebody needs to just highlight sometimes the significance, and it somehow seems right. Somebody reminds you. Probably it was my reminding myself about it, and but I'm glad some of you have liked it and you have sent me notifications. Thank you very much for appreciating it. Today I'm going to talk about health related issues. Friends, those who are practicing Kundalini Yoga regularly, trust me, you may not be needing much of medication. You might not be visiting doctors very often, because somehow the Kundalini Yoga, it heals you. It heals you. The Kundalini is the Atma, the mother within. As she rises, she gives us like a heat treatment. Actually speaking, it's like a heat treatment. Kundalini Yoga is like a heat treatment. Just as we have, the heat is used to purify, even elements are purified, the metals are purified. So you can imagine, she is like luster, she is like light, and she is like electricity. So the energy which when is maximized in the body, she creates temperature, heat, and this heat decides and dissolves all that is evil in the body, or the wrong, or the ailments in the body. I will give you one example of the proof that Kundalini Yoga is related with heat. All of us have heard about Santa Jnanadev, Saint Jnaneshwara. Friends, if you haven't, you can go back to my videos and you'll be introduced to this. I'm just in love with Santa Jnaneshwara. Here is one of the saints. Whenever I think of Santa Jnaneshwara, I want to be good. I want to be a good soul, a pure soul. Because here was a boy of only 19 years old, who when had reached the highest point of spiritual understanding, was willing to depart voluntarily from the earth. You hear his life, you read about his life. One of the greatest saints we can read about. A story goes that these boys, being children of an ascetic sannyasi, they were all sent into exile. They were not allowed to mingle much in the society. They were kept distant. And some of the people in the process had almost become cruel to the children. So once when the boys were out to ask for bhiksha, sannyasi in Indian philosophy is allowed to seek bhiksha. Bhiksha is live on alms. But this is not like begging. It is that he is sort of living by the help of people in order to attain his spiritual enlightenment. So he is morally allowed as far as the Indian spiritualism and philosophy says. Now this boy went around, but there were certain very cruel people who did not want to help them. This time the boy was wanting to eat something which was baked on a stove, on a hot plate, let's say. And for that, the earthen pot was used. So it could be heated, and then on that, the sweet bread was baked. It was called mande. And when Jnandev went around and he wanted to pick up an earthen pot so that he could give it to his sister and she could bake the bread. But some of the cruel people of the society, they refused to let him buy. And he had to go back empty-handed to his sister, Muktabai. She feels very bad about it. Obviously, she wants to make this for her brothers. She is the only sister and there are 3 brothers. There are no more, parents are no more there. You must read this biography of Sant Jnanadev. And in the process, and here the boy comes back without an arrangement for a normal hot plate. The girl feels very bad. But Sant Jnanadev, it is said that he tells her, no, you continue preparing with the flour and all and get the cooking material ready and I shall give you the hot plate. And it is so said that Sant Jnanadev, he, on his 4 legs, he was like sitting on his 4 legs, had 2 hands and 2 legs of course, with his back upwards, and he went into a yogic trance. He went into a yogic trance, so much so that the Kundalini almost heated the entire body. Now the back became very hot, and then he tells his sister, if you want now you can bake the bread on my back. Yes, friends, yes, we've had such great saints. They have reached, they have discovered, they have proved the abilities of human being, the higher abilities of human being, which we are not aware of. We could try, but it's difficult, I know. But at least I know that a body can become very hot. If you do your meditation regularly, your back, your entire system. My Gurudev used to dry napkins whenever she used to go into her yogic state probably. Then the simple kerchiefs which were washed and wet, they could get dry. I was also fortunate to experience this myself once. But of course, I need to do much more. We all need to practice. But Kundalini Yoga, the Mother Kundalini, has the ability to increase the temperature. And this temperature, where increased to a highest point, can probably, yes, heal the body, like we are having treatments like chemotherapy. I don't know much about science, but Kundalini Yoga also has the ability to make the body reach a higher temperature. And this heat does not destroy, the yogic heat does not destroy the healthy cells. Now, there have been great saints, even saint like Tembe Swami, who allowed the temperature to recede on its own. He did not take any medication for it. He allowed the body, the time factor, to heal the body itself. Now, we don't have that much of mental strength. Even today, if I'm not well, I will immediately go for a tablet and try and meet the situation. Meet the situation. So, I don't want to promote, but why not simultaneously try to experience it? Yes, simultaneously we can experience it. But I have definitely discovered one trick which can take care of your illnesses within a short duration without tablets. I have talked about changing your breathing side from the right to the left. If you have a headache, let's say if you have a headache and you are breathing by the right, you can close both of them alternately. Breathe and see. My right is now heavy and my left is easy. But let us say if now I've got a headache. So I have got to see the easy one first. Since the left is easy, I just need to keep it closed. And then try and breathe by the right. The moment the breathing by right becomes normal, yes, your headache starts going away, reducing. This is one very easy trick. This all of us can observe for any type of illness, and I would like to even tell people who have got serious illnesses, they could practice this every 2.25 hours if they change the breathing side and use the difficult one. Whatever illnesses they have, they can get cured. Even people who are in coma, probably we can help them to come out of it. Of course, the doctors have to take initiative in this, since I'm not a doctor. But since I have studied a bit of Shiva Swaruday, I can give you an idea that these things may work very easily. Now we are talking about Kundalini Yoga and health related. So basically I have told you that Kundalini Yoga has got the ability to create heat in the body which can act as a purifier. We use heat treatment to purify the metals also, elements, metals, dhatu we call, and metals. Even the heat treatment is given to steel, to iron or whatever it is. So something similar, we also can give heat treatment to the body when you are meditating. Now, you can also use 1 or 2 mudras which will enhance the heat element. This is one mudra which can enhance the heat element. If you need heat, then you can use the breathe by the right side, the sun nadi, which can increase the heat. One of the mudras, which is Surya Pranaya, you close this, you breathe in, you put your head down, withhold the kumbhak, and then you exhale again. When you look up, you exhale. So by using more of this sun nadi and kumbhak, you can purify your brain element. Now there are various mudras which can help you to purify the regions. With mudras, with breath and with kumbhak, we can cure ourselves. But those who also practice pure meditation, trust me, the Kundalini herself will help you to cure you. Now tomorrow I am going to also talk about some basic homeopathic tissue salts, but I will before that introduce what sort of illnesses you expect with your date of birth. For example, I am born on 4th of March. So my date 4th takes me to Sahasrara. So, normally, if something has to go wrong with my health, it can be brain related, head related. I can get a severe headache, or I can get a dull feeling, or I can have lack of circulation to the head, or whatever, because that is related to fourth. Similarly, the face part of it, if you are born on fifth, yeah, this Ajna Chakra, that can get loose balance. Those who are born on sixth, you have problem normally with the throat region. So these are some of the things. They are not hard and fast rules, but they are guiding lines. So if at all you have health issues, so in my next video, which will be a continuation of this, I will be telling you what to expect the health sort of which part of the body can become a little difficult for you as per your date of birth. But trust me, Kundalini Yoga, in her own ways, Mother Kundalini has the ability to purify you. You can trust yourself in her hands. She is safe. So this is Swami Radhikananda from Pune.